While over 70% of Black male students turn to community colleges as a gateway to academic and economic mobility, the outcomes for this student group indicate that these environments are not conducive to their success. To address the issue of Black male student persistence in community colleges, I developed a theory of improvement, which holds that if we can increase staff member equity mindedness, then we can increase equitable service delivery, thereby improving Black male student experience and sense of belonging, and ultimately increasing Black male student persistence. To study this theory of change, I utilized a continuous improvement framework with 2 implementation cycles, where I implemented the change, observed the change, analyzed the change, and then re-implemented the change with some design tweaks. I utilized an equity scorecard initiative in order to facilitate this implementation process. First, I had participants complete a pre-equity mindedness survey and a participant orientation. Next, I asked them to complete an equity scorecard survey at least twice per week for 6 weeks. The purpose of the survey was to help practitioners reflect on their service delivery from an equity lens. I interviewed participants at the halfway and end of the initiative to get deeper understandings of their experience with the equity scorecard. Finally, I had participants complete a post-equity mindedness survey so I could compare that to their pre-survey results, and held a closing meeting so that participants had the opportunity to debrief. I utilized a mixed methods approach with my analysis of these findings. The qualitative results indicated that participants found the equity scorecard helped increase their mindfulness by keeping those questions identified in the framework of the scorecard top of mind. The quantitative results from the survey, particularly the pre-equity and post-equity mindedness surveys, indicated that 16 of the 19 participants demonstrated growth. That's 84% of the participants showing growth in their equity mindedness. Now, I needed to make sure that there were also changes in relation to persistence. So I looked at the persistence rates for this fall and spring semesters that followed each of my implementation cycles. Unfortunately, I did not see the improvements there, but I kept digging. And when I looked at the summer semester, which began the week after my first implementation cycle ended, I noticed something great. The head count for Black male students increased significantly. So the number of new and returning Black male students for 2023 increased 37%, and the number of new Black male students for the summer of 2023 increased by 144%. These findings indicate that this equity scorecard initiative did help improve practitioner equity mindedness, which ultimately improved student outcomes for Black male students.